Got any ideas?
Hey guys, VALTORIOUS the Awoken here. Now we're going to talk about Legends of Tomorrow Season 4. Now, as I said before, I wasn't really too keen on last season. And this season may probably hold up some bullshit into it. But starting off on the first episode where they was clearing up the last and final acronym, time displacement type thing, where they was around the Beatles. You had this dude saying Paul Revere, the British are coming, which was kind of funny though. He said, who are these people? What are they doing here? Like that, and they had to return him back to his time. Then that was the last acronym that they had to fix. Then, you know, there was like a whole little party and stuff like that for them. And then, you know, Sarah and Agent Sharp had a thing together, and John Constantine basically showed up and was like, well, you know, we have these there's still beasts that's out there. There's still like other creatures that's out there. And, you know, Sarah tells him like, well, there hasn't been anything over the past 5 months and we've looked. And he's like, I don't know, trust me, stuff like that. So, you know, they go off trying to like figure out their lives after there's pretty much nothing to do. I love my boy Mick. Because it's like seeing him and how he said, well, let's just go back to, I'm just gonna go back to crime, you in? Like that. And he's like, this dude like, oh yeah, you know, sure, I'll jump in with you. And then they go rob his mother's and father's house, and this is crazy because I like how the other agent, where he was like, yeah, you know, I wanna come too. Like that, like, oh man, my boy. It's like it's something about his character I love about his character, because it's like, listen, he's always been like that ever since Prison Break. It's like he's always getting into trouble. This is what his character is, and I love it. But you know, them going back to 1969 at, what was it, Woodstock? Yeah, it was at Woodstock, trying to like figure out, you know, what's going on with this acronym, because Ray wanted to go back to see Nora Dark, so he still has a thing for her. I'm not really saying I'm surprised, but you know, he still has a thing for her. Wanted to go back in time to see her. You know, Citizen Steel had a beef with his father, so he went back to time because he said something about Woodstock and the massacre, and it was like, wait, there's no such thing as a massacre. Went back there. Sarah there was some problems when she seen the bones was shaking on the table. Went back there. And then Mick was just there for the ride. And so basically you had the entire team that was there. Basically, that whole team was there. So they find out there's basically a unicorn kind of like running around spraying his load on people. His load on people. He's spraying his load onto people, and they don't remember anything, and they kind of have their minds and memories altered. And then you find out there's basically their heart is missing, and he's chewing on that shit. So he's supposed to be a unicorn that's supposed to be all lovey-dovey and spraying the rainbows with his jizz, right? I mean, love. But next thing you know, he's eating their hearts and he's killing them. Go up to find John Constantine. Is like, listen, John, we need help here. He's like, okay, I got you. Hey, you know, I was in the middle of something. It doesn't matter because we are a team. I don't do well with teams because the last time I worked with people, they all hurt me, and I don't want the world. So he goes off, helps the team out, basically sends the hell unicorn, or the penis unicorn, back to a hell dimension, which was fun. It was pretty fun. Poor Gary. I thought Gary almost had his arm chopped off or bit off. I felt that to be a little weird because he's biting down on his arm. I'm like, shouldn't it have been when he went back to the hell dimension he lost an arm, but instead he lost a nipple. I'm like, okay, so Gary, you know, I mean, it was funny when Gary told Causes, he was like, I'm not a virgin because we did that. Nope, you're still a virgin. I was like, okay, it's kind of sick, funny, but I was like, all right. You know, the last bit of it was basically, I don't know, John Constantine getting raped. Oh, I'm sorry, turned over by a ghost. Almost remind me of some shit on Halloween. Did I say Halloween? I meant to say Hollow Man. That shit almost remind me of Hollow Man, you know, or some shit from that terrible Hercules movie where the guy with a Zeus came into the woman's room and bent her over, stuff like that. That's what it almost reminded me of. So it writes on the wall, "I'm still looking for you, John Constantine." So I'm like, okay, I hope the demon that was playing with John on the floor, I hope he's a little interesting than this freaking unicorn thing. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not really much to go on for this first episode. I don't know. I mean, all those other shows like let's not say that. Let's say Flash and Arrow had a interesting start off. Yeah, hell, Black Lightning, hell, had a very good interesting start off. This one, it's not to my liking, so I give it a 3.5. But it get 3.5 stars for me. It's not to my liking because they still doing the stupid stuff. It ain't looking right. Hopefully the big bad is somebody we may or may not know, but somebody who's good, interestingly sick, and is gonna bring the fight. Like, I want to see something crazy happen, because Mala should have been it last season. But hopefully, maybe they can redeem themselves, and maybe, just maybe, we can get like a crazy villain that's just gonna do some crazy stuff where he's, I don't know, next level. It has to be next level, because they going through all the fairy tale stuff, and I'm like, what's next? The big bad wolf? Oh, 3 Little Pigs? Oh my God, Mary Poppins was the shit, but you know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to go off for this. Like I said, for this first season. I mean, first episode. So I don't know. It's gonna get a 3.5 for me and stuff, cause you know, it is what it is. But you know, yeah. If you like what you heard you like. You know, please subscribe, share, do all that wonderful stuff. Yeah, and I guess I'll catch you later. Ugh.
Perfect.